Hey friends, welcome. Welcome to Tuesday's training. And I'm so glad you are here with us today. Today we start a two-part series on building your sustainable dream business. And the whole topic of building your sustainable dream business came to me, and I really felt this was really super important because of the work that I'm really doing currently with a couple of new clients. And I realized that some of you out there really needed to perhaps tune into this idea of your sustainable dream business. So if you are out there, give me a high five and say hello in the comments because I need to know who is watching today, and let me know who you are. So my name is Diana Lidstone, if you don't know, better known as the Entrepreneur's GPS, and someone who works with coaches and consultants and CEOs who really are struggling to grow their business and who are struggling specifically with their marketing because they want more clients. So if that's you, hashtag more clients. So let's get right to this today. I know that your time is precious, and so I really want to make sure that everyone here gets value for their time. One of the questions that I have seen numerous times these days on Facebook is, do you consider yourself a business owner? Do you consider yourself an entrepreneur? Do you consider yourself a woman business owner, or, or some other? And for me, I've been answering that question. I consider myself the CEO of my business. And I realize that so many people do not consider themselves a CEO. And so many of you know that I have these baseball caps that are about being the CEO of your business. So as I said, if you're out there watching today, give me some comments, say hello in the comments. And today it's all about hashtag grow. And if you are watching the replay, hashtag replay. So let's talk about building your sustainable business. And tomorrow we're going to talk about something a little different. I'm going to give you some tips on how to move forward. But today specifically, the question I'm going to ask is, are you the CEO of your business? Or are you being a freaking slave to your business and actually being a glorified entrepreneur? So get a pen and paper. We are going to do a couple of exercises, and you are going to be able to answer the question for yourself. And really, today is all about, where are you starting in your business and where do you want to go? As the GPS, the entrepreneur's GPS, it's really important to know where you are starting and where you want to go, because then you can actually map out a plan. Yeah, isn't that an awesome thought? You can map out a plan of where you want to go. So let's talk about this. When I wrote my book a number of years ago, chapter 2 is called the roadblock number 2, and it was about the wrong activity at the wrong time. And I basically said that in business, we start out, and perhaps most of you have seen me do this, we all start out at zero, right? We all start out at zero, but where are we now? We're in some place called Nowville, but we want to go to some place that is, as I call, Successville. But far too many entrepreneurs activities for their stage of business growth. And there are actually 4 stages of business growth, and I'm going to draw them here if you have my book, I talk about it in this chapter, and it's on page 34. And it kind of looks like this. It is a thermometer, but I'm going to draw it for you here. So here we go. And there are 4 stages of business growth, and I'm going to go through each one. And at the end, then I'm going to ask you, where are you? And then the second question is, I'm going to ask you, where do you want to go? So the first stage that I see here, I call it the glorified employee. The glorified employee, really, because we are doing everything in our business. We are struggling to learn all the foundation things, the technical challenges, the loneliness. Very often clients tell me they feel invisible. They have a few clients, they're kind of stuck. The cash flow roller coaster, right? It looks like this. There's no consistency. There's no sustainability in the business. And I know we all start there, but I'm sure that there are many of you who may be there, but I'm sure that you don't want to stay this. And I also say we're in survival mode here. Most of us, been there, done that. We're in survival mode. We're just making the amount of money that we want. And we're working way too hard because we're doing all kinds of activities. We see the people out there, on social media, and they're doing all these, and they say, this is the magic bullet, that is the magic bullet. Well, I can honestly tell you, none of them are the magic bullet. None of them are the magic bullet. Hashtag no magic bullet. So maybe this is where you are now. I don't know, but let's see. At survival mode, at the most, you are probably making somewhere less than $5,000 a month. Less than $5,000 a month. You're just kind of covering the costs in your business. It seems like you can never get the traction in your business. But there is another stage. As we build the foundation here, as we build our business doing the right activities at the right stage, we kind of get some traction and we move up to the next stage, which is I call the manager. And at the manager level, we figure some things out. Then we start working on systems. We start delegating. We start hiring a little bit of a team. This is where your marketing sweet spot. You know what it is that you should be doing on a regular basis. It feels good. You're starting to get that flow of clients in on an ongoing basis. And this is somewhere around the 10K a month, right? Business. We're learning to delegate. We're learning leadership skills. We're learning systems. Fees increase. Our profit levels increase. And so we're really starting to get into that sweet spot. And as we move along a little bit more, the next stage is what I call the CEO stage. And the CEO stage is where we spend most of our time doing big picture thinking. Where am I taking the business? Where is the next level of the business? Where do we want to go? And we don't spend our time doing a lot of the stuff that we did down here. We don't spend our time on admin, right? We don't spend our time doing that. We are the leader of the business. We are the trendsetter. We are taking our staff, our culture, our corporation in the direction that they want to know. And this is when we start making in the area of, maybe it's 40K. And then we get to legacy level. And legacy level is just, plus. Legacy level is at the area where we are really thinking about what are we going to do next in our business? Are we going to exit? Are we going to diversify? Whatever it is. But I think for most people, we build our businesses, we start down here at 0, and we don't understand the natural progression as we go along. So a CEO, big picture thinker. Where is the business going in the future? What does the business look like in the future? How can I take the business to that level? When we're down here, we don't have time to think about it. We're just thinking about survival, right? We are just thinking about learning what it is to get more clients. As we move up, we're getting to the manager level, and at the manager level, we now know how to get clients, but we haven't got any free time. So the question that I have for you is, we've gone from survival. Now we get into a little bit of stability. Now we're talking about scaling. Then we have success. Which stage of business growth are you at? Are you a glorified employee where you're working, in your business all the time? Or have you truly created what some people call a lifestyle business where the business can operate without you? And how do you frickin' do that? And I think that's what so many entrepreneurs, they go, yeah, I started a business because I wanted freedom. I started a business because I wanted not only time freedom, but I wanted freedom from somebody telling me that I had to work so hard. How do you build a business like that? And in order to do that, you really need to put in the foundation work, learn the skills that go up. But as you're doing it, you need to spend some time thinking like the CEO. So let's talk about what it is like. And so I have some questions for you, okay? Some questions for you. You've got your pen, you've got your paper? Good, good. First question is, are you interested in building a business that is 10K a month or more? Number one. If you're not, if you're only thinking about a business that's maybe $1,000 a month, maybe $1,200 a month, then really what I teach, what we offer here in this group really isn't for you. But if you have dreams of creating a 10K or a 40K a month business, then let's get to her, right? And that's what I do. That's what I help people do. That's what I help people build the foundation so that they can have that lifestyle business that when they started, they had the vision for that, okay? And so many people get caught up in, I don't know how I'm going to build that business. That's what I teach, is I teach you how. But what I encourage clients to do is have the vision for what your business will look like when it's past the 5K, when you're earning the 10K. What would that mean for you, your family? What does it mean for how much you work? Is it 20 hours a week? Is it, how many staff do you have? What do the staff look like? What is your corporate culture? And corporate, what is your business culture? Are you thinking like the CEO? If you're wearing your CEO hat, then you are going to think bigger like that. And that's what I want for you. So here's the questions, okay? Which type of entrepreneur or business owner are you? You are self-employed in your business if your business can't run without you. If you are doing all the selling and the social media and the website techie stuff, and if you are hosting the events, and if you're working with clients and you're doing the bookkeeping and the tech, and you're the only one doing it all, then that's where you are. But a CEO, the business runs equally well without you doing all of the work, without you doing all the tech, without you doing all the social media, without you doing every single thing. So which are you? Self-employed. And here's the thing. So many of us feel so much guilt and shame because this is where we're starting. There's no guilt and shame. There's no judgment. We all start in the same place. We all start in the same place. When we know where we are on the grow meter, when we know where we are on the grow meter, then we know what kind of help we need to get. Okay? All right, question number 2 is, you're self-employed if you're the chief cook, bottle washer, maintenance crew, if you're everything. Or you're the CEO when you work when you want, but your company is still earning revenue. Can you be both? No, right? A CEO. So, third question, self-employed, right? You're working in your business. And if you want to know the difference between working in your business and working on your business, we're going to talk more about that in Thursdays in part 2, Thursday at 1 o'clock. We're going to talk more about that. It's big strategy and how do you divide your time into everything that needs to be done. And we're going to talk about a couple of different hints about how you can do this, how you can act more like a CEO and how you can become, as Michelle Obama made that word very popular, is how can you become? How can you step into that role, right? So are you the technician? Are you the doer? Then you are, the glorified employee. Another question is, do you feel like you're putting out fires all the time? Are you acting like a firefighter? You have great plans in the morning when you sit down to work at your business, and yet things just like the shit hits the fan. You get in there and there's this fire to put out, there's that fire to put out, and you never get anything done. If that seems like you, then my guess is that you are self-employed. You're a glorified employee. Whereas the CEO of a company has taught his team members, has taught his team members, and team members don't have to be full-time people, right? They don't have to be full-time people at all. I have team members. I have a bookkeeper. I have a VA, right? I have somebody who does my social media. These are team members. Can these guys keep things going while I take time off? Of course. So a CEO teaches those team members to do their jobs and to support the culture of the business so that you, as the CEO, can work in your zone of genius. CEOs take holidays and vacations, and their business keeps churning along. Are you a CEO or self-employed? A CEO, is the business worth something to you? Sorry. If you were to take yourself out of the business, what would your business be worth? So I see so many entrepreneurs working really, really, really hard, and their business is all about, it is only them. If they were not in their business, the business wouldn't be worth anything, right? So what would my business be worth if I weren't here coaching? Well, it would be worth the intellectual property that I've developed. It would be worth the processes that I've developed. That's what it would be worth. Someone could go and apply those processes. So it would be like if you were a coach and you had some other coaches working for you, maybe part-time. If you were a real estate agent and you had some other real estate agents working for you, right? How will your business run without you? Is it worth something without you? So the question is, are you the CEO or the glorified employee? And my goal for every single one of you is to move you up the grow meter so that you become the CEO, so that you spend more time doing CEO activities and getting paid well for it along the way. Okay? So if you want to become a CEO of your business, one of the things that I would love for you to do is I would love for you to join me on August 24th. We have a new free marketing workshop week. And this is for any of you who want to start stepping into that role of being a CEO. Because what we're going to do in this is we are going to clarify and simplify your offer, whether it's an offer that you currently have, whether it's an offer that you want to create that is relevant for these times, because things must be relevant for today, must be compelling. What makes it compelling for someone to buy your offer? If you don't have an offer to sell, if you don't have a clear offer in clear language, what are you going to market? So we're going to start with the offer. That's starting August 24th, and that's where we're going to start. Those are some of the steps that we're going to do. Now, on Thursday, we are going to talk about steps for you to take to start becoming the CEO. And I'm going to share 5 different steps for you to become the CEO of your business. I'm just checking my notes here for the thing. I recently heard somebody talk about the chicken and the egg. What happens in your business, chicken or the egg? Which comes first? A friend of mine and former mentor, Pamela Bruner, is talking about her upcoming live event. And she's talking to people about what it is they want to build. And she says, you know, so many people give the objection, well, I'll come to you and I'll work with you when I have more clients. Or I'll come and work with you when I have more money, when I'm making more money. Chicken or the egg? She and I and other coaches know that by not coming and getting the help and the support that you need, you're only delaying getting the more clients. And you're never, I shouldn't say, you're not never going to get clients. You are just going to delay this whole thing and get so much more frustrated and waste so much more time. But when you get the help that you need, then your business will start moving forward. Chicken or egg? You want to sit there on the egg for a long time, that's fine with me. But if you truly want to get your business moving, if you truly want to build that sustainable business that you've always dreamt of having, you need to market. And in order to market, you have to be that big picture thinker, at least for a little while during the week. And I'm going to share with you on Thursday some steps that you can take to become the CEO of your business, to take it to the next level so that you start thinking and making decisions from the next level. If you keep making decisions in survival mode, you will stay in survival mode. However, if you can shift your thinking and start thinking like the big picture CEO, and start making decisions from that level, then your business will shift. Then your business will start becoming that sustainable dream business that you've always wanted. So those are the thoughts for today. So I hope this has been helpful to those of you. Thanks so much. If you are watching the replay, it is #replay. And don't forget, Marketing Workshop Week, completely free. Sign up because there's going to be some free training when you sign up. There is going to be a free workbook. There are going to be prizes. There's going to be fun. We're going to do all kinds of different things. And who knows, you might win a CEO baseball cap. You might win a signed copy of my book. You might win all different kinds of things. The biggest win will be that you will move your business forward. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll look forward to seeing you on Thursday this coming week. Okay? Part 2 is coming up. Bye for now.